For every action to happen, there is first need to have an intellectual understanding, and there is a sense of urgency. So I'm addressing this question from a larger context, not just planting trees. How to have a persistent sense of urgency?
Now, the planting trees thing came up essentially because we wanted to save the soil of Tamil Nadu. We were not thinking of saving the world because the soil is getting destroyed so rapidly. Once you destroy the soil, it doesn't matter what you do, what your intentions may be, you're willing to put the whole economy of the nation into planting trees, it's not going to work. So saving the soil was our most important concern, that's why we went to the farmers and told them to bring in a certain amount of trees into their farm. Once spreading awareness and identity is not an issue because in this country, particularly in this culture, there is a very strong identification with the land. Still 70% of the population is in agricultural activity. And even those people who are in the city, they spend still at least, I would say, 10% or 15% of the urban population in the country still goes back to their village roots, at least for a short period of time in a year. So they still have that agro connection. Probably in other countries in the world, most of them will never go back to the village. But here they still go back because their relatives are in the village, half the family is in the village, so they have that identity with the land. We have to exploit that identity now. We have to make that identity grow in them, that your identification fundamentally is with the land. Because what you call as myself, this very body is a piece of this planet. So this is the identification which we brought about with Project GreenHands. When this one thing just fired up millions of people, when I told them, see, what you exhale is the tree's inhalation, what the trees exhale is your inhalation. What does that mean? That means half your lungs is hanging out there. It's not a tree, it's one part of your lung. When they saw something so simple, yes, it's true, I cannot breathe with these lungs unless that lung is breathing. So that is my extended lung. So protecting that becomes natural. So this identification is already there, we have to enhance it and strengthen it, particularly in the younger generation who are going to be active in the next 25 years. We have to strengthen this identification. People are identified with their caste, creed, religion, nationality, all this is fine. But the most fundamental identity is you're a piece of this planet. Your very body that you carry is a piece of this planet and half your lungs is hanging out there on the tree. I want you to feel it. Not just think it's a great idea. It's not an idea, it is a reality that we're living, isn't it? This reality has to sink into people. You don't have to talk about identifying themselves with the tree. If you sit in front of a tree or under a tree and breathe, consciously you know there's a big difference. There's a big difference. Sitting in the building and breathing, sitting under a tree and breathing, there is a big difference, one can feel it. I want people to feel it, but there are not enough trees for all of us to sit under. We need to plant them. I would like to specially acknowledge Jack Ivaroshay, 50 million trees in the next trees. Her company is doing 7,000 megawatts of power from just So, I want you to see them not as people, I want you to see them as solutions for the future. They are the solutions for the future. What we need to do is, right now there are just two sitting here, we need to do multiplication, we need to increase their numbers. We need to increase their numbers means they must be recognized. People should know that people are making this contribution. I wanted to talk about it. A Frenchman is coming to Tamil Nadu and planting 15 million trees in Tamil Nadu. I want you to talk about it. It's very important that we constantly talk about solutions. The important thing is that everybody talks about it, that everybody doesn't throw up their hands. Everybody says, yes, there's a solution, people are working for it, what can I do? What can I do will naturally come when you see people who create solutions are recognized in the world. Definitely more people will look for solutions, that's what we need to do. Thank you very much.
The scientific community released a report that proves beyond a doubt that the earth is getting warmer. This global warming is caused by the things you grown-ups do and the things you don't. If drastic measures aren't taken soon, by the time I grow up, there won't be any fish left in the sea. Rainforests and clean air will be a thing of the past. Polar ice caps will be gone. Oceans will rise and entire countries will disappear. Life will change in ways you can't even imagine. There could be famine, worldwide epidemics. Life expectancy will be lowered. We are not just talking about the future. We are talking about my future.
ये प्यासी धरती तलच नहीं बादल की खोज में, और बादल भी बरस